Yo, what's up guys? We are on our way down to Gunnison, Utah to visit the Forge and Bond headquarters and pick up myself a brand new pair of carbon wheels for the Ventum NS1. Who is Forge and Bond? Where's Gunnison? Gunnison is, kind of in the middle of central Utah. Got some farmland. Yeah, it's not a definitely wouldn't call it a metropolis. We're heading down to pick up some wheels I ordered this last week. Got a race tomorrow. We are going to put these things through the test, but before we put them through the test, we're going to take a quick tour of the Forge and Bond factory, get the behind the scenes look at what goes on, and hopefully we have a pretty stellar review coming up for you guys. Yo, alright, what's up guys? Just left Forge and Bond. I didn't take you guys on the behind the scenes factory tour, and I apologize. But after leaving that place, I've got a few thoughts. First of all, these guys are dialed. I haven't ridden the wheels yet, so can't speak to that. But Forge and Bond as a wheel manufacturer may be a new company, but they are not new to what they are doing. The guys who started this company have decades of experience in composites and have really pioneered the whole world of composites. And what they're doing now is pretty unreal. Just the fact that all of their scraps are being used to make different products. So there's really zero waste that goes on, which is unheard of in the composite world. So we're gonna get out, we're gonna ride these rims so I can give you an actual review. I'm also gonna link a few videos that talks about their manufacturing process that other YouTubers have done. But I have a lot of confidence in what they're doing. I'm pretty stoked. Yo, what's up guys? I have an actual review of the wheels now. Forge and Bond Shift CR 45 wheels. Before I dive into how they perform, a little bit of background info on Forge and Bond. I mentioned earlier on, out of Gunnison, Utah, their owners are really pushing the boundaries of what can be done with composites. These are made of what they call their fusion fiber. And without getting too sciencey, because I don't understand how all of it works, but most carbon is either pre-pregnated and then laid out by hand, or I don't know all the sciencey things. They explained it to me right over my head. Anyways, but essentially the way that they lay up their carbon and the way that they bond their carbon, it can be heated up and remade for various different products. So if these were to crack and break, I could send them down to them, and I'm not going to reheat them and turn them into new wheels per se, but they can reheat this material and make various different carbon products. So pretty cool stuff that they're doing. They've been touted as super comfy wheels, and so I wanted to put it to the test. So these wheels, they come in price point at $12.50 full price. So definitely a little bit less expensive than some of their competitors like Zip 303S, the Envy Foundation, Vision SC 45. There's a lot of rims that, and it seems like most brands budget realm or entry realm in the higher end carbon world start around 13 or 1400 and go up from there. There are a lot of like Chinese brands, Super Team, and I can't remember all of them. I looked at a ton, and at the end of the day, I'm doing a lot of miles this summer, and I really wanted to support local and try a American-made wheel. So a lot of reasons led to me getting these Forge and Bond wheels, but I got them on a 4th of July sale, so they came in at like $950 or so, which is a steal. With all my research, a lot of the Chinese, to get like a decent Chinese wheel, I felt like I was gonna have to spend around 850 bucks anyways. And so I thought, or more, I thought, I might as well go American made and see what we can do. So, how did these things ride? They are freaking smooth. Today I did the Cash Grand Fondo 104-mile ride. It was awesome. I had never ridden a Century in a race format, and it was awesome. I got dropped at mile 74, but I'm just stoked that I was able to hang on for that long. But I feel like I really put these guys through the ringer. Not a ton of climbing, about 3,400 feet of climbing over the 104 miles, so a fairly flat route. But we did do some climbing, did some fun, fast ascending, got into some a little bit rougher, like farm roads, had some crosswinds. So I feel like I got a fairly good idea of how these guys ride. And if you are on aluminum wheels and you're wondering if this is worth the upgrade, 100%. Over a 104-mile ride, way less fatigue. The road vibrations are so dampened, and these guys just eat up the road. When it came to running over manhole covers and stuff, you feel it, but you don't get near of that jarring that you get out of an aluminum wheel. So super, super comfy. Just a really plush wheel. I don't know how else to say it. So like the name states, it's the CR45, which means these are a 45 millimeter deep rim. Great all around rim. Like I mentioned, got a little bit of crosswind. You didn't feel any push. It's kind of that happy medium of deep dish. You get some aerodynamic advantages of it, but it's not too deep to get that sail effect in the crosswind. As far as like longevity, obviously I don't totally know. I've only ridden like 108 miles on these things. The hubs were great. I will do a little hub sound check here. I like the hubs. I wish they were a little louder, but that's just like everyone wants loud hubs, right? At least I want loud hubs. A little bit on the quieter side. And I feel like the real hub test is going to be longevity, but they are fast. They descend fast. When you put the power down, like the wheels can keep up. So I feel like the most important characteristics are going to be longevity and comfort in my mind. Can't speak to longevity, but comfort. These things are so comfy. If you're on the fence at all about buying wheels from Forge and Bond, my stamp of approval, 100%. They do have some, I believe it's the CB series, which is, I think I want to say it's like $2,200. So it's a little bit more expensive. You get a nicer hub, but the technology and the layup of the carbon is the same. So if you're looking for a pretty solid American-made budget option when it comes to carbon wheels, 100% recommend the Forge and Bond Shift CR45. They also make it in a 35 if you want something that's for maybe you're going to do a little more climbing or you live in a windier area. I don't know if you want something that's not quite as aero. But yeah, awesome wheels. 100% recommend. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. That is the best way to support the channel. We've got quite a bit more cycling content coming up, so stay tuned. Take it easy, guys. Another thing that I think really plays to the quality of their wheels and the fact that they know what they're doing is some of the partners that they build wheels for. Ibis, Revel, Trex, Bontrager line, the Aeolus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I had the thought as I was walking through, man, it'd be really cool to see Forge and Bond in the Pro Peloton. That's like the pinnacle of cycling, right? If your product is used in the Pro Peloton, it's got to be pretty decent. Well, Forge and Bond might not be in the Pro Peloton, but wheels that they are manufacturing that I just touched with my hands at their factory are being used by the Liddell Trek team. So, I mean, I think that's a pretty, that gives you some clout when the wheels that you are manufacturing are being used in the Pro Peloton. So, anyways, we're gonna go try out the wheels and see how they feel, but I have a lot of confidence and I'm stoked to try these things out.